Hi everyone, welcome to Comet Computer Private Limited e-learning program of Azure Public Cloud Training. Myself, Ilan Cherian, Technical Director at Comet Computer Private Limited. In this video, we'll be discussing application protection services. See the application protection services. There are many services to protect your applications in Azure. So those services are DDoS protection, uh, web application firewall, Azure Firewall, and network security groups, and security endpoints, and Azure private links. So initially, we'll understand Azure DDoS protection. So this DDoS is actually a common threat for the web servers and web application servers, where the attacker's intention is to bring down the service or making the service unavailable for the legitimate users. So for performing this DDoS attack, DDoS is distributed denial of service attack. So for performing this distributed denial of service attack, attackers will be coming up with different methods like ping of death attack or different many kind of attacks are there. A flooding attack or even making the services unavailable by sending too many requests. So several kind of methods are there in DDoS attack. So here Azure provides us the protection for the DDoS attacks, so that countermeasures against the most of the sophisticated DDoS threats are handled by the Azure DDoS protection. And the service provides enhanced DDoS mitigation compatibilities capabilities for your applications and resources deployed in the virtual networks. Additionally, customers using Azure DDoS protection have access to DDoS rapid response support to engage DDoS experts during an active attack. And understanding about Azure Web Application Firewall. Azure Web Application Firewall provides a protection to your web applications from common web exploits and vulnerabilities such as SQL injection attack and cross-site scripting. And this SQL injection and cross-site scripting is also most common type of attack targeted for the web servers and the web application servers. And Azure Web Application Firewall provides out-of-box protection from the OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities via managed rules. OWASP is Open Web Application Security Program. So they mainly concentrate on the web application and web server securities. So this web application firewall gives us the mitigation solutions for the top 10 vulnerabilities of the web application or the web servers, which is listed by OWASP. Additionally, customers can also configure custom rules, which are custom managed rules to provide additional protection based on source IP range and request attributes such as headers, cookies from data fields or query string parameters, etc. And now understanding about Azure Firewall. So Azure Firewall is a managed cloud-based network security service that protects your Azure virtual network resources. And using Azure Firewall, you can centrally create, enforce, and log applications and network connectivity policies across subscription and virtual networks. Azure Firewall uses a static public IP addresses for your virtual network resources, allowing outside firewall to identify traffic originating from your virtual network. And understanding about the network security groups. So you can filter network traffic to and from Azure resources in an Azure virtual network with a network security group. A network security group contains security rules that allow or deny inbound network traffic to or outbound traffic from several types of Azure resources. And for each rule, you can specify the source, destination, action, port, and the protocols. So based on the specifications defined in the rule, so the action will be taken care by the network security group. And now understanding the service endpoints. So virtual network service endpoints extend your virtual network private IP addresses space and the identity of your VNet to the Azure services over a direct connection. Endpoints allows you to secure your critical Azure service resources to only your virtual network. So traffic from your VNet to the Azure services always remains on the Microsoft Azure backbone network. And understanding about Azure Private Link. So Azure Private Link enables you to access Azure Platform as a Service like Azure Storage and Azure SQL Database and Azure hosted customer owned or partner services over the public endpoints in your virtual network. So the traffic between your virtual network and the service travels the Microsoft backbone network. Exposing your service to the public internet is no longer necessary. So you can create your own private links services in your virtual network and deliver it to your customers. And that's the end of the topic. So I believe you got a good understanding about the protection services of Azure. And in the next video, we'll be discussing how to create a network security group and how to configure the inbound of security rules. So we'll discuss in the next video. Until then, bye bye.